We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the Baltimore Orioles and the Houston Astros. Hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Houston Astros.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in. He'll breeze through 7 strong.
Charlie Morton gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, take a look at the numbers. ERA just a little bit under 4.0 on the season for this guy last year. He's a better pitcher than that, and I'm sure he'd like to get off to a much better start and get that ERA somewhere in the low to mid 3s. We'll see if he can start that in this one here.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Stepping up to the plate, Tim Beckham. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tim Beckham.
First pitch of the at-bat. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. It's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's 1 for 5. And that one just missed outside. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Line to the right side. And Jones is going to have himself a base hit.
Now, you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Here's Manny Machado now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door, is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Jones leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And it's 0-2 to Schoop. Schoop, who's nicknamed Mamba, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Jones isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two and 0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
3-0 to him now. Left side, played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Orioles get a run on the RBI double. Bottom of the first coming up from Minute Maid Park, and Baltimore has the early 1-0 lead. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Alex Bregman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack. That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Popped high in the air. Schoop waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, first baseman, Julius Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Down the third baseline. To his right, Beckham. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
You know, T-Roll, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try and go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On to the second inning now for Minute Maid Park. It's the Orioles 1 and the Astros nothing. Here's Chris Davis now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Mark Trumbo.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Mark Trumbo. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. The second one he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
In now, Caleb Joseph. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and that liner caught him. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher. And that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Here's Carlos Correa now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Carlos Correa.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Hot shot to third. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Springer.
Here's George Springer. And it's fouled away. Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Correa on at first. Nobody out. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Fouled off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and that's now 2 innings and 2 double play balls here tonight. 2 away now.
Left fielder, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now to try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Schoop calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Tim Beckham. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Tim Beckham.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. A good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Digging in to try it again, Manny Machado. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hit right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box now, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. Jones rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Orioles settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 2 and the Astros 0. Evan Gattis now standing in as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
A bouncer to the left side. And Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away.
Batting 8, designated hitter, Tyler White.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Tyler White. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 9, right fielder.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Oh, good knuckle curve. 0-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. In now for the O's, Chris Davis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Here now the 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Marisnick, and it's gone. It's a solo home run off the bat of Mark Trumbo. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Orioles have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Stepping in now, Caleb Joseph. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Correa. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Joey Rickard.
Striding in once again, Joey Rickard. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Orioles add on thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-0 Baltimore. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Bregman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Alex Bregman.
Now here's the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Wind-up and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Schoop. And there's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Taken in by Machado. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ball game. Over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Altuve, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runners on the move for second. Count still at 1-2. Try again, 1-2. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The next 1-2 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on him.
He'll go to Schoop at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They trail in this one 3-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Tim Beckham, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. And that misses, 1-1. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Digging in and looking for more, Adam Jones. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen, as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 41, Peacock.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Slider high, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. This is line to left. And that gets down as he can't get there in time.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Schoop. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. There's a strike. Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they'll add another, as this is now a 5-0 game.
Boy, talking about having a game tonight, that's his 3rd RBI of the game with that base hit, Nero.
Yeah, he must be hungry, because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Machado on second. Schoop at first with no outs. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Chris Davis now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the throw in gets away from him. And now the runner will score from third on the errant throw.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Into the box now, Caleb Joseph. And he hits it hard to the right side. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 6 and the Astros nothing. Here's George Springer. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. First delivery to him on the way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Behind 0-2 now. Gonzalez stands 6-1 and hits from both sides of the plate. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates: the time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Skied into straightaway right. Rickards under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, catcher,
Evan Gattis now standing in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Tyler White will bat next. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and the inning continues.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
Here's Jake Marisnick, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Marisnick, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Joseph reaches out for the tag, and that ends the inning. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. 5 innings complete. The Orioles are on top, 6-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot.
Leading off for Baltimore, right fielder, Joey Richards.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Just got a piece up the line. That winds up foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Tim Beckham. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
Counts 1-0.
And that one stayed too low apparently.
No strike.
1 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones. There's ball 4.
Now batting in the 10th, center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 1 for 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Back up the middle. And a glove flip for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Orioles held in check there. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. So the Houston lineup turns over and
this one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit high. A high fastball is in there. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, third baseman,
now the Cuban he's set. Here it comes. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe
comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he has signaled to the bullpen that's going to be all for his starter Alex Cobb. So the good news is he'll wind up going the requisite 5 innings for the victory, but he does leave his bullpen some considerable work to do before this one's done. Gabriel Noah is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Standing in now, Jose Altuve, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Altuve brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Here now the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Machado is there to second for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Astros leave 1. They trail 6-1. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. Joe Smith is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Joe Smith.
Ready once again, Manny Machado. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch on its way. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. And that one just missed outside.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here's the 3-2. Now Manny turns on one and sends it to deep left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's 1 for 3. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Schoop is retired. 2 down now. Ready for another shot now. Trey Mancini. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They lead it 6-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. George Springer. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one. Springer rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as the gap shortens to 4 now.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Evan Gattis now standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out.
Gonzalez leads off second with nobody out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Up next for the Astros, designated hitter.
Ready for another chance? Tyler White is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved a run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Digging in now, Jake Marisnick. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First things first, here's a throw over, and the runner back easily. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 2 out with the man at first. Sent on the ground out to second. Schoop is there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up. The Orioles lead it 6-3. Into the box now, Chris Davis.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
He's set, and the pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The 0-1 on its way. Back up the middle. Correa has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, designated hitter, Trumbo.
Mark Trumbo will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. In terms of previous meetings with Joe Smith, he's just 2 for 9. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering it pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
In now, Caleb Joseph. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marisnick is under it, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They still lead it 6-3. Darren O'Day is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
Next up for the Stros, Yuli Gurriel. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Davis on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Is head-to-head with Darren O'Day. He's 0 for 4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs.
Now Altuve connects deep left field, and that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. Bounce towards the second baseman. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Here's Carlos Correa now, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our MLB Network presentation. Will Harris enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. That'll bring in Joey Rickard. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Right fielder, Joey Rickard.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Marisnick is under it. Makes the play. 1 away. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 2 for 3. First offering on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Altuve. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting in his bench, center fielder Adam Jones.
Ready for another. From the stretch. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. High in the air down the right field line. Marisnick is under it. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Zach Britton enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
Here's George Springer, 2 for 3 with a double on his base line so far. Colby Rasmus is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Your attention, please. This change for the Orioles. Now playing right field, number 28.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here it comes, 0-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
He's set. Here it comes. Just a tick behind for a strike. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Into the box, Evan Gattis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Gonzalez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Tapped up the first baseline. There's 1 on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The O's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alex Cobb earns his first win of the season. Charlie Morton was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Zach Britton hammers down the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Astros, 3 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Alex Cobb. His record is now 1-0. Credit the save to Zach Britton, his second. Loss goes to Charlie Morton. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.